Oh, okay. So I just had to delete that video where I talk about the, well, I imply that there's been physical fighting between my sweetie and I, and there has been. There's going to be more suicides and more people dying from domestic violence, as somebody on the internet, that interesting cartoonist, pointed out, because of coronavirus quarantine, or covert 19, as I've been wanting to call it. Because I think Corona is Hydra. Watch Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Literally, Operation Paperclip is real. That's not the purpose of this video, but it's not incompatible entirely. So I kind of grew up among black people. I don't know why. I was always a little skinny little white girl that got put at the table where the black people picked on me and called me Buffalo Butt, even though I was skinny. But I noticed that the black kids, once you started crying, they would say, hey, stop, don't hit her anymore, don't pick on her anymore. And the rich white kids who really made my life hell, well, there was one guy, but I ran into him later. There was one black guy named Mark, said some really awful things about me. Anyway, so I noticed that there was this like probity, there was this integrity that the black kids had, that the rich white kids just didn't. What they would do is, when they saw that they had made you cry or they had upset you, they would like, oh, good, blood in the water. And the black kids would back off. So I'd always noticed and respected that. And when I told my mom, a lot of black kids are picking on me, she said, well, sweetie, I think they just felt, so at a disadvantage for so long. It's kind of like they're probably sort of making up for that. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. And she inoculated me against racism in that way, which was lucky because I got picked on a lot and even punched in the stomach and kicked in the stomach when I was just minding my own business. And one girl, we got into a thing and she dug her nails into the back of my hands. We both did, but I got really wounded. Another girl punched me. That's when I realized I wasn't a fighter and it was time to stop getting in fights with. Aren't these Uggs just the cutest? I am tired of being on camera, and you guys are probably tired of looking at thumbnails of me. So, let's see. These are like baby Uggs for a little kid? Yeah, but they're not quite good enough for the child that I adopted them for. And this is some kind of Buddhist thing. And those are disinfecting wipes, a sign of the times, but we always have those. That's my hat that I got at 7-Eleven. So here's what I want to say. But based on my recent experience with Ms. K, Diamond Lady, because she had these earrings that were like full of little chips of diamonds, and I was like, I didn't want to say, are those diamonds, because that's kind of rude. I was like, those are really beautiful. What is that? And she was like, oh, so it's just little diamond chips. And I said, oh, so you got your bling, huh? And she said, it's not bling, it's just a little something, something. And I was like, you're right. Bling is kind of gaudy. What you have is just a little something, something. And that's when I started calling her Diamond Girl or Diamond Lady. For me, it's G-U-R-L. It's my neologism. It means grown-up girl. Because I don't really think of myself as a woman. I think of myself as a female artist and writer and soulmate. So anyway, and now content creator. Woo! I've got 3 Facebook groups, 2 of which used to be active when I was still on Facebook. So in my recent, there was a moment with, let's call her Christophine for her anonymities, Ms. K, that just is what I call her, Diamond Lady, when I thought, oh my God, she's got 152 point IQ or something. I mean, she's like really smart. She's the only person I know who's as smart as my sweetie, who was the only person I know who I think, is he smarter than me? I can't tell. And recently with Adorable, I was just telling her that you have to use clickbaity titles just to get seen and then discovered by cool people who like substance. And I said, for instance, I called a recent video of mine 5 neologisms, and I quickly explained what a neologism is and a negligee. And she totally processed the definition of neologism and in time to laugh at the word negligee. Not everyone can do that. Some people go, oh, neologism, huh? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that word. Well, that's cool. So it's like you wake up, she didn't take, I in parentheses defined what neologism meant, and she completely processed it. And we had a rough start. We got along really well, and then something bad happened, and she said something that was just like an arrow, and I really let her have it in a very inappropriate way, but what she did to me was inappropriate too. Anyway, Eudorable is smart. Eudora Unique, a.k.a. Eudorable, is smart. Christophine, let's call her, Dada, is super smart. They're probably both super smart. They call each other TT, but even though it turns out they're not related. She confided in me that they're not. I was like, you guys look the same age to me. Anyway, I'm thinking, not just, oh, hey, News at 11, black people are smart also. I don't like hierarchies and I don't like comparing people, but this is corrective, so why not say it? I'm starting to wonder if black people are smarter. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with growing up on, poor. Although Eudora came from an intact home, not like mine. And I don't know if she grew up on welfare like I did. Koala, you have to stand in front of you can't be naked in my video. Black people are smarter. You heard it here first. I'm going to go ahead and say it. April 2020, Jude Steiner Hall, the Candor Channel, said black people may be smarter. Okay, stay out of the frame, Koala. Stay out of the